fights. So it's still really useful this game.
Radiant's
but I
top
imagine
tower
after
is
the
under
SMY,
attack.
he goes for more stats, maybe even more stats. So I think BKB might not be the most cost-efficient item this game. I think stats-wise it's really good for the Shadow Pin. Because you're going to need the armor for the physical damage from Ursa and the Wind Ranger, and then you just want more hit.
Interesting build. I guess you have you've got the enrage.
The game yesterday or the day before when we saw Vega play Pasha, he did the same build, like blink into Muscle Madness.
You're only getting it, I guess, for the move speed, right?
Yep. Here comes Hanskin. I have no fear.
That's a two-hero charge. Hanskin rushes in, quick grab. That's bottom lane. Rubik gonna melt. I just feel like the Ursa's already pretty squishy this game, to be honest. He's been dying very fast.
He has Shadow Dance.
Shadow Dance?
Yeah, Enrage is like Shadow Dance. You take no damage.
Rob just turned around and gave Winter the dirtiest look. Like, what are you talking about? He does have a survivability skill, grant you that. That's the extent.
I just feel like both the heroes are very similar in concepts. Yeah, the way their spells work and the way the ultis work.
There's the Midas for Limp. They're gonna work on this tower. Then he wants to deny. He's not gonna get it though. And while that was happening,
the lasso. He wants to look for stragglers here. Maybe the fearless Hanskin is gonna get lasso here. Maybe not.
Blink back, lift. Always want to fly. Now he's in too deep. He'll go down. The power shot comes through. It's Batrider possibly next. They grave up Hanskin, and Buddick pays for this with his life. They start to burn in the flames, but Mech calls an additional Shadow Weave. They're all
Viper is actually making life so difficult for the Batrider. He's just not going to be able to move in the fights. Like when you see him lasso, even if you can't get the Viper Strike on the bat, you just need to run on his Firefly so he gets corrosive skin slow. And there's nothing you can do about it.
It's just feeling like Navi cannot really team fight
You need a BKB on the Batrider.
And I think you're gonna need a 2-hero Shackle at some point from Dendi.
And you need a 2-hero lasso. Top lane.
The Master Madness coming into play. He's a bit squish here. Has the ultimate though and can turn it with the ult. We'll get the first kill, but does he make it out now? cis.R booking it. 471 move speed. Seneko. Well, the Sayo left to its own devices, trying to juke. Looks like cis.R will survive, and he tethers. But it looks like he ran through the wall and died
to his doom.
His own illusion marking his grave. For the tombstone.
Here we go. Is this going to be the play for them to get the Roshan? Is he going to be able to sneak in with the Blink Dagger?
I don't think there's any sneaky in this game. They're down 2 towers bottom, but maybe cis.R will try.
You feel? You try and you try and you try until you succeed. So I'm a fan of that.
So you're a fan of just like every time you respawn, run straight at the pit?
Obviously not like that.
Oh no, they see him. He's getting some baby. Oh, gotta be so disappointed by the Ancients' offerings. They're will back off and begin farming these.
Oh no!
Misses the stack as well. Just a bit too eager for gold.
Eager for Roche. Lasso?
Oh?
Eunice? Where's the backup? Where's the no relocate? Oh, that was
not even close to being ready.
That was obviously miscommunication. The relocate was like 30 seconds of cooldown.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I don't think he noticed that it got used in that little skirmish.
Yeah, but you have to tell your team, dude, like I'm going in instead of just going in. Oh, relocate. I mean, sometimes it happens. So
new Navi, old Navi.
mixture of new and old.
It's 3/5 of the old for now. Well, old is relative, I guess.
Yeah, I guess they're all on probation, so...
But one of them's in the doghouse, Funnick, and I'm not sure if he's getting out of the doghouse too easily with that.
And what's wrong? He can be in the doghouse and he can be on probation.
They are relocating onto Handskin. The lift is there. Charge. Not gonna happen. Melts quickly to the nuke damage, and now Arrow's the man to walk in the pit. Relocate's gonna bring them back.
Wow, he has a DZ. Easy Roche? Did they scout it out? They have a ward here though, they saw. Where is the
I don't think they can fight into this. Not without the Bat Rider.
Try to deal with the bat.
No Lasso for 20. Ara says, screw it, man. I can just man up on you. Viper Strike was stolen. Ara muscling down the rush. He's got a nice armor to assist him in this scenario as Ara waits for the opportunity to jump in. Spirit Breaker is back. Charge at the ready. He's booking it.
Oh, it's not gonna fuse! Look at this. When you fail, you try again, and you're gonna get it.
The charge is coming. It's on to Funnick. Dayara down in the pit. The shackle connects up to it. Cancels the charge. Beautiful by Dendy. And now Dayara able to grab the Aegis still. Can they fight into the massive 5-man combo of NIP? They'll lose the Rubik. They get out of there. And Navi, in the end, do grab the Aegis as well as the Roche kill. Not too bad.
Yeah, this bat is really far behind though. That's why they couldn't. If he had forced off, that fight was easily taken by Navi. They could have just dragged someone onto the cliff and just win the fight there. But because the bat is far behind, he's not able to actually do that. The bat hasn't reached the critical point where you have all your tools to initiate. He needs, even getting the force off.
Needs the force and the BKB.
Yeah. BKB this game for sure, 100% he needs. Even in some games, like for example against the Nyx Assassin, you want to get BKB even before the force stop in certain games because of how the Spike Carapace counters you.
And in this game, it's that pesky Viper, just all his slows and the corrosive as well.
It's just so annoying. He can, you're not even focusing him, but he just walks.
He just walks in the fire. I was like, great.
Burn me, and I'm slowing you.
Cool hero.
Oh, here we go! He got charged! He's charged with me!
Sonic, he comes in wall being charged. They do relocate on the backline. Zero goes to work. The clap comes out Requiem there to limit the damage incoming. Sneko now needs to run.
Can he live for 5 seconds?
No, sirree. He could not. And now Da'ira takes the long walk of shame away into the Radiant jungle. Picked up a Javelin. A Basher Rush, I guess.
Do you not like it? Do you actually prefer something else?
I don't know. I just feel like he's gonna be very frail, but I guess he does have ages now.
He has Shadow Dance, so it's fine.
Is under attack.
I don't know if I like you calling Enraged Shadow Dance for it, sir.
Okay, he has
gonna confuse the people.
He has Enraged.
We're gonna start thinking that this is a ability draft or something.
Okay, bottom lane. Here we go. No, Shackle not gonna connect.
That would have been an easy kill on Limp.
No, maybe not
with the charge.
Good.
Gold not available.
The fearless one.
And it's good now, getting the nether strike off into position.
The best!
Has already committed.
The best!
Needs it. Doesn't get it. Then he will live, and elsewhere on top lane, Funnick being pursued out. Big bad Ursa jumps in, but the mech's there, so too is the grave, and Dayara, well, he pops the ult, but gets kited so freaking hard. Just instantly loses the Aegis. Always want to fly with the drop up and down. The double wall, he steals it, but what does it matter? He can just stand in the middle of this and engage. Raze coming out onto Dayara. The power drive plow through from Handskin, and Steelkin continues to live. Secondary grave, that's destroyed by the power shot. Nice shot by Dendy at long last. Able to get on the board here.
A nice shot.
3-0-2. It's been a while since he had a kill though.
Oh, here comes the fearless Handskin once more.
Tackle. Doesn't get it off in time. Actually does connect him to a tree though. And now Focus Fires turning on Handskin, who's going to need to back up Sneko. Trying for the reload.
The damage is real from the Viper right now. He's doing so.
Get out. Power shot. Oh, he blinks out just in the nick of time. Close call.
He had more than enough HP to survive that power shot. So.
But Denny had wind run as well as Shackle. Might have been able to catch him.
Yeah, maybe.
No such luck. The Karate Conehead man does make it home safe.
Man, you're calling him Karate Conehead man, and you're complaining about me calling Enraged Shutdown.
You're just using the wrong names. I'm coming up with them. What would you like? You see this guy when you wake up in the morning in your house? What do you call this?
Teddy bear.
pretty comfortable advantage right now.
Even if I talk about on the top lane, Hanskin.
Now their strike hand skins just going in on the Digara. The strike there to start the follow-up charge comes through. Now Aaron position back as well. And Digara left his own devices will pop the ult, heads for the hills. The flame break bounces Aaron forward into rage range. The enrage was just about to wear off, but not quite.
There you go, the race. And
they find him. Oh,
nah.
Good TP.
Oh, he tried the race.
Bit late. You're dying. That's what you get for calling it. You have a mute button, dude.
Yeah, I was muting it.
Okay, you did. I just assumed you didn't. Yeah.
I did. Come on, I know the tools available beside my mic. Come on, dude.
Alright.
I've been here for like 3 weeks. Dude.
NIP just in the siege mode now. Their 5-man is so strong.
Just because I called Enrage Shadow Dance doesn't mean that I don't remember about the mute button.
Maybe you should use that mute button more often. How do you see Navi getting back into this game, Winter? They're down 8k gold, 5k experience. They've lost all but one outer tower. They took the Roche, still couldn't really fight after that.
Execution though, when they defend high ground with the lasso, I think. Because if you talk about late game, NIP has really good late game with the Midas on the Viper. Spirit Breaker scales very well late game. Dazzle obviously is a extremely good support in the late game. Obviously, Darkseid gets better when the opponent's heroes get more farm. So, I think NIP's late game compared to Navi's late game is probably even better. You can argue it's better. Because Ursa is going to struggle to do damage in team fights. So, they have to rely on focus fire to actually get them through and get kills in team fights, which is going to be difficult against Dazzle. So it's going to be up to how they actually initiate and how they take the fights. I think execution is their best friend in the late game scenario with Bat. I mean, Bat Rider is always the king of initiation, so if you get a good initiation, you pull maybe the Dazzle first, you take out one hero and you might be able to steamroll the fight from there.
Some fun. Backing off to clear out the wave bottom. We're going to see Funnick continue to work towards the 4 staff. Still doesn't have it at 26 minutes. He has really struggled this game compared to some of the other recent Batrider performances of note. Like S4 most notably had that crazy like 6-minute mid blink.
He didn't get like too many stacks, so he got one stack, but the early laning phase he probably died too much in this game and he didn't farm a lot. Like the main thing is he didn't get a lot of CS in the lane, even though it's 1 versus 1. You can't really blame him. The Viper beats Batrider in the lane. And he was counting on Soneko to actually give him more assistance.
Soneko was trying to salvage all 3 lanes. He came mid to help, he went top to help, he came back bottom to help.
But it was too late.
Yeah. Felt like everyone needed a lot of help in the lanes. I'm only the single IO. So much he can do.
I hear a charge. Sonic, you really don't want to die here. But he actually got his first stuff as a team. So, still needs to build into the BKB. This is a really late items. The items from Bat is really late. Usually you want to reach this point, the Blink plus Force plus Tranks at maybe 19 or 20 minutes. That's like average. 18, 19, 20 is like average. Anything before that is considered quick for Batrider.
And 27 obviously goes without saying, very late. But better late than never.
Yeah, this is what we call beyond the schedule.
Era gets the Eye of Scotty meanwhile, so his armor goes up a lot, 2200 health, and yet another way to kite the Ursa. I don't even think Ursa can move, even with the Tether Mask of Madness. If they get the Eye of Scotty, the Maim, Viper Strike, like he is not going anywhere.
Like, what item can he build to actually help deal with that? None. Like,
Nothing.
Lincoln?
Yeah, it's just a matchup thing.
Lincoln to block the Viper Strike, but you're still...
I don't even think you need it though, you've also got the Spirit Breaker to worry about.
Yeah, you have so many stuns that actually can just useless as a...
And you get a Lincoln, there's still ways to pop it. You get a BKB, they have control through it. A lot of control through it. Just gonna be a tough Ursa game from this point.
Do you just finish that Abyssal?
I guess so. You just hope for that one kill on somebody who gets caught by a lasso.
For the best.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Free gold. That was actually an empty courier.
So Viper, look at the Viper's level. He's slowly going to the top and he has another 2.2k right now. He completed the Manta style. Next item. More damage wise, you go Butterfly if you want to have a... I think Butterfly should be the best, or you want Agonims for the Ursa. Agonims could be fine as well. If you get Agonims, you can always control the Bat Rider plus the Ursa. Even even a second cast on the Wind Ranger could be nice. Like, you can actually use to actually catch the Wind Ranger out, like do some damage to him, so you push her back. So I think Aghanim's could be nice next item for the Viper. But it's gonna be a butterfly.
This is kind of Limp's standard
This is like
Viper build. He normally goes for that more carry Viper. The early Midas, Manta, Butterfly. Often I even see like an MKB after this, depending on the matchup.
Oh yeah, MKB would be nice against Wind Ranger. Yeah.
And yeah, in this game it does seem like it would make quite a bit of sense.
SF with the next egg is time to go high ground.
I like these circles from Navi. It's like, yeah, they're probably somewhere in like
They're probably somewhere around here.
this half of the map.
Yeah, because we have a ward up here.
Probably not in space.
We have a ward here and we have a ward here and we don't see anything, so they're probably around.
It's just funny how big the circles they drew were. Navi are in the dark right now. And IP want a siege.
So, Bat Rider, have your camera on Bat Rider. He's the man of the moment to salvage the fight.
I just worry about their ability to get a kill though, Winter. There's evasion on both of the cores. No MKB on Ursa.
But you have to hope for the best at this point. You just have to
Wind
try and
Ranger.
initiate, maybe even on the lesser targets like the Dazzle. I think Dazzle could be an important target.
Jumps in, gets
Maybe
off the
not.
lasso onto Era off the bat. Then the Ursa leaps in, but there's the Spear Breaker to counter initiate and try to hang on in the fight. Era, Requiem deployed, Dendy laid into the whole freaking rhythm. He tries to turn it, always want to fly, bringing down the Shadow P1. They are going to lose their Spear Breaker. Is this the magnificent hold they've been searching for? Limp now going to have to back off. Era also scrambling to even buy back the Spear Breaker, but it cost them the Ursa.
That was a good defense.
Pretty damn good hold.
They killed one, they killed the Aegis, and they only lose the Ursa. I was like kind of skeptical at the start when he initiated onto the Aegis holder, but it worked out for them.
It's not often you say, Force Staff trying to Flame Break Era back. He gets surged and he just stands there.
Oh, he might have actually died there if he got Flame Break.
It would have
Flame
been
Break
close.
Actually, the Flame Break actually removed the telekinesis. Always one of I actually got the lift onto Era.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that was really...
The thing though now for Navi Winter is the lassos on cooldown for 20. Normally we don't talk about lassos being on cooldown because it's so short, but allow them to chip away at the tower. Got the 600 health, but yeah, like you said, a really nice hold.
Dondo.
Oh, Dendy. He's got no idea this is coming. Nor does he know there's a lane ward.
He got a shackle and TP out.
Tries to interrupt with the shackle, doesn't get it off. Now running, Wind running back, has the TP.
5
Can get in the
seconds.
trees.
Yeah, he's fine.
Might be able to make it up. It's a Blink Vacuum though.
Blink
This is
TP.
going to be a little tricky, but he blinks out.
Fine. So right now, Navi has some time to actually breathe and get farm on their heroes, and it seems that Yara wants to go for a BKB. I think Mr. Viper sees the BKB. Alright, I'm just gonna save my ulti for you. You're not gonna be moving even if you're BKB'd up. So once they see that, you should always reserve the Viper Strike for the BKB Ursa. And maybe you leave some other disable like the Charge or the Nether Strike for the Bat Rider.
Tense game here. Navi, although down a lot, has the Bat Rider high ground defense.
NIP is still in control though, even though...
I feel like Navi only can win when they get that really good bat initiation, and even if they do,
yeah, but
it seemed like they needed to have the towers helping them that
there's
whole
still
fight.
a lot of counter play, right? There's the Grave and there's always the Nether Strike.
If they did not get off the Grave last fight until much later, and that was with an Aegis.
Yeah, there's always ways, you know, once they see they have to anticipate, that's number one. You need to anticipate the lasso, and then the Darkseid jumps in, because no one has BKB right now. You get a vacuum. Like, everyone needs to group around the Bat Rider to kill whoever he lassos. As long as he doesn't lasso the Darkseid. I think Darkseid is a key hero as well, that you need to focus in a fight. Otherwise, if you focus the Shadow Pin, theoretically the Darkseid can come in later to counter initiate with a vacuum more, and the fight is going to be more or less over.
It also, what do you think this is going to be from Jonas and Fun? Is this a Lotus Orb? Are we going to see a Shiva's guard? Curiosity? Because if it's a Shiva's, it's another way to kite the Ursa, but being able to maybe counterplay that lasso could be sweet.
Both is really cool though, like Lotus Orb will be helpful for the lasso, but I think Shiva's is going to be a good choice as well, because you strengthen your initiating too, and not only that, you are able to slow down the Bat Rider when he lassos and tries to drag someone back. So Shiva's is also definitely very useful, and obviously having armor helps against Ursa, helps against Wind Ranger. You can't say that it's a bad choice for the Darkseid here.
So it looks like NIP man down. They will need him to restart his PC, had a bit of an error. Just a chance to recap where we are. We're in the lower bracket. Loser is eliminated. This is Navi's new roster. Temporary, perhaps.
Yeah.
Depends on how it goes.
Not like everyone does.
How are you feeling, Winter? I know it's very early. You don't have to make any final assessments. Does this feel different to you at all from Navi's previous incarnations?
I see bits and pieces of their miscommunication from the old roster. Like it always happens with Funnick and Sonico when they are playing off lane. And in this game we already saw it like once or twice.
We saw it, the one game that really comes to mind, I think it was Navi when they ran the Tusk Undying dual lane, and it was like they were almost enemies. They were no communication that game, it seemed.
No communication is even...
I remember...
It's even mild to put it that way.
I remember the Undying...
They were fighting with...
The Undying went 1-1-1. He was one creep from level 4 to get the level 2 Tombstone. And then Tusk, who I think Sonico was playing, just ran in for the shards. Funnick was farming the lane, then Funnick tries to come. They get caught under the enemy tower by, I forgot what it was, a fissure or something. Lena stun maybe. Then they end up just giving up a first blood in a lane that they definitely should have won. That was... I can't
remember what was the opponent's lane, but it was... what I remember for sure was the Tusk plus R9 was definitely the stronger lane. They were supposed to win that lane, and everyone else that drafted, like every other team that drafted Tusk R9, doesn't lose their lanes. Unless...
You draft it to dominate the lane.
You can even win like against 3 heroes, but here we go, we have unpause, so let's get
See you later,
back
guys.
into the game.
It was fun while it lasted, although Dota's a scary place. I'm happy to be back in the air.
Dota is a scary place for you, but not for me. I actually think Dota is a fun place.
You're not gonna feel... If we have another pause, we'll see how scared you are. I have some tricks up my sleeve.
I'm getting threatened here. I'm getting blackmailed. Help, guys.
Help, I need rescue.
911.
Cut his mic prob quick before he gives the address out on stream.
Funnick breaks the smoke here.
So Funnick able to reveal the smoke, but is he able to get out? They vacuum him back. Funnick in a lot of trouble now. Blink N4's already committed. Flame break thrown out. Relocate. No, not enough. Oh, no. Now that's 2.
Buy 1, free 1. That's what we call it.
Buy 1, get 1 free. Soneko, enjoy your last few creeps. Spend your gold if you can, my friend.
Charge.
He's back. Shadow Fiend is there. I think even got the initial maim off. Not that he needed it. 2 down. No buyback on IO. No relocate available. Is a buyback on that man.
Actually, a halberd instead of a butterfly, which we speculated on the Viper. It's really good versus the Ursa.
Seems like it's just because they want to try and finish the game ASAP. But they're going to be denied that by the buyback. They saw what happened the last time they went into the lasso, and they're afraid to do it.
Yeah, they're still gaining ground though because they've stepped buyback. Because I think BKB is absolutely essential on the Batrider this game. Oh no, Eunice trying to run down Funnick. Funnick is getting locked down by the Spirit Breaker.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So they're gonna have another secondary Heaven's Halberd soon. Hanskin seems like he's gonna get it. Ursa is already having a tough life. He is already having a tough life.
I feel like literally every hero on their team just makes Ursa miserable. You've got Surge from the Darkseer, all the bashes from Spiritbreaker, the Viper disarm, the double slow.
Shadow Fiend doesn't make life.
Shadow Fiend has Maim and Eye of Scotty and Evasion.
His items make Ursa.
Yeah. But in some way, every hero is like, let's see how much Ursa can cry.
I don't think he cries, even if the situation gets ugly. Ursa is not, you know...
I think he cries tears of blood. He's like a vampire bear. Ooh. Little Blinkaroonie. Sonic though. Back, no follow-up. Hanskin could have charged that, but a little bit cautious play here. They're gonna D-ward.
Oh, he goes back. He's going back for a Glimmer Cape, it seems. He went back for a Cloak. Didn't finish the halberd. I guess they feel like maybe 1 halberd is enough. The life of the Ursa is already so miserable.
That's the lasso, pulling Jonas upon up onto a cliff. This is going to be annoying. No
everyone's stuck on the cliff.
2 on a cliff now. Why not? The Panskin just nether strikes his way off the cliff, but Funnick flaps out of here. They're going to relocate onto Jonas in front. Are they halfway to cancel this TP? They don't, and he jettisons and gets home in time. Meanwhile, Hanskin, he's up on a different cliff, but now gets himself back down into the waiting arms of Dendy's Focus Fire. Can he finish the job here? No, the Grave comes through, and Era will zone him back. Now the TP out. Another TP escape. NIP finding all kinds of creative ways to get themselves out of dicey situations. No man down.
The benefit of having a hero like Dazzle, it's so difficult to actually kill when all the spells and the way, like, look at how Navi is gonna kill heroes. It's all about targeting one person now, you lock one person now, single target focus, and you kill that guy. But when there's Dazzle in the field, how are you supposed to actually get that? Like,
you have to pull them far enough away that they can't grave. That's basically it. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing like a 4-staff for Blink on Seal Kid.
maybe a second. They actually have 2 4-staff right now on Navi, so they are able to lasso, double 4-staff, pull you to the tier 4 towers. That is their mix plan, and they defend their high ground.
I feel like you can't be too confident about your chances if you're relying on that.
What's wrong with that? It's still like Earth Spirit Aghanim's ultimate, you kick someone into the base.
We've seen Alliance come back with plays like that. I think they're the main team that comes to mind as just masters of the crazy high ground holds. Navi will need some crazy ones. Playing it safe here on the side of NIP, and Jonas from Fan, what's he bought? Okay, it is going to be the Shivas. They've got to have like 15 ways to kite and control an Ursa at this
Why
point.
do you sound upset when you say it's the Shivas?
No, I was just thinking.
You rather have Lotus up?
No, I think Shivas is good. Makes Ursa cry even more, if that were possible. Navi do feel a bit constricted though, not able to leave the base.
Yeah.
Aside from a single solitary Funnick.
Ursa without Roshan is just half a hero, maybe.
He got it, but it was getting it after the lanes were kind of lost and the map control and fighting strength was NIP's way.
Yeah, just the last pick was just too good from NIP, the Viper. Counters too much of what Navi are trying to do in this game. Just such a good pick.
And it's definitely, I mean, you brought it up even before that fight ban. It is something NIP run quite a bit of compared to other teams historically, so maybe a bit of an oversight from Navi in the draft, but it's definitely paid off for the Ninjas. Things settle down, Winter. 37.5 minutes in.
They're just gonna wait for next Roshan. Like, they don't really want to take too much of a risk because of what happened the last time. They have the Aegis, but they still lost the fight. So they're gonna get the Aegis once more, and they need to be very diligent and expect the lasso initiation, because that's the only way that Navi can actually hold their base. They don't have enough like wave clear, like they have power shot and fade bolt, but you can still go up the high ground. So they have
Funnick. This means it's charging time for Hanskin. He's going up the hill, keeps on going. Funnick gonna get in the butt, and now the follow comes, the double badge coming through along with another strike, and it's gonna be a back wall combination. Navi in a key situation here. Dendi tries to find the opening, still no shackle shot, and now Dickyara charged again. He won't be allowed to TP out. The relocate was already committed, so there's no easy escape for Dickyara. He's gonna have to run away on his own. Io to the base, make it out safely, so they only lose the Batrider. Could have been worse, but before the Roche.
It's worse, it's like bad enough. The Batrider is like the person that you don't want to lose now. He needs to finish his BKB.
This has to be one of the poorest Batriders on record. I'm actually kind of curious what the...
Yeah.
I'm not sure how easy it is to look that up, but if there is any stats expert watch, I would be curious. To getting the charge off, Jeep on the Dickyara, committing for this. He's even forced to pop the Enrage early. Now a 2-hero shackle from Dendi, but what does it really matter? NIP not taking damage during this time. They'll continue to work on the racks here. Through the Roche, they want their first full lane, possibly more. They could rotate for a second if they're feeling confident, but Batrider's going to respawn soon. Safest play, probably to back off after this. They will lift Hanskin. Batman 2 seconds away, 1 second away. Dendi with the 2-hero shackle. This might set things up. Era glimmers for now. The power shot coming through. There's the lasso dragging Limp back. He needs a little help. Oh, the charge in deep behind enemy lines, and Limp is going to survive. They get off the 2-hero charge. Ursa gets bashed. He still has yet to auto attack in this fight, it feels like, and in the end, he will end up going down. The relocate was used to try to save him. Not going to happen. CPing home, Hanskin don't lift it. Will end up going down there, so they only lose the Spirit Breaker thus far. They kill off the Ursa, and that's after the lasso commitment. Now the relocate. Gonna bring them back a couple of feet.
Double 4-staff as well, and Vipers didn't even die that fight. Into the
We thought that Grave was the counter. It seems charges. I'm coming to save you! Don't give up!
Hanskin has been hero of this game so far.
It really feels that way. Not to say the rest of the team hasn't done their job, but he's created so much space. It's why we don't see Navi farming. They're always worried about getting ganked by the charge. He's saving his teammates who are lassoed under tier 4 towers when Dazzle's not even close to being able to grave them.
We talk about them maybe needing to have a bench to counter the Vessel, but they have a Spirit Breaker that charges in.
It's an unusual counter. It only works when your cores are very tanky, but my god, they are.
Oh, this is the all or nothing play. They're trying to sneak the Roshan.
This feels like the nothing play.
Okay.
They're not even trying for it, dude. Are you kidding me?
I mean, they tried. Roshan took some damage.
Just made sure NIP didn't forget there's a Roshan in the game. That's pretty much all that amounted to. But they would. Butterfly up on the Shadow Fiend now. Navi. Did they try for a desperation Roche steal here, Winter? I don't even know what they can do at this point.
Can they even do that?
25,000 gold lead. Even if they steal the Aegis, get the Roche kill, I think NIP might just push regardless.
Yeah, right now because they knew that Lasso is going to be on the SF all the time.
Oh hey, look who's charging!
He disassembled his SNY for a Manta, so he can actually deal with the Blink initiations from the Bat Rider.
That's a good call. Could opt to go back for a halberd of his own if he wants, and that's
really?
Finally
Another halberd?
Why not? Ursa, well now he has BKB, so maybe now you don't want BKB. Halberd Hansky will get caught here, Shackle. Not gonna connect as he gets thrown up on the cliff, and he says, great, I'm coming back down and I'm looking for you, Dendi. Charge available in 3 seconds time. X marks the spot where the wall is crossed, but there's only a decorative wall from Navi. NIP, they don't even need theirs. Go get 2 more kills.
Go game 3, boys.
And they'll close in here on the game 2 win.
There's not much they can do anymore at this stage too. The Ursa is just like, it's like one hero that is not doing anything in the fight, you know? Your carry. When your carry is not doing anything, good luck with that.
And they did pick Ursa pretty early in the draft. Generally when we see Ursa picks, they're very late and kind of like catching opponents off guard. I would say that's the most common way the Ursa is picked.
And honestly, even before the Viper pick the first 4 heroes, they have decent ways of dealing with the Ursa already, with the first few heroes. So it's not even like only the Viper ruined his day here.
It seemed like they really wanted to play off of the fact that NIP were going to scout Roche as well. They went for that early 5-hero smoke. They got the high ground ambush, but they didn't get the instant lift either. And had they been able to do it, maybe they get the first blood. This is a different game.
They didn't have enough damage to beat, like I mentioned, NIP. I feel like they have the better level 1 heroes as well.
Ursa's just not that good of a level 1 hero. He's an amazing like level 2 or even 3 to 5 hero, but level 1, you either get Fury Swipes, you get the clap, you get Overpower, but you cannot really burst anybody on your own. And then they had IO with no overcharge, so Ursa's squishy.
Okay, this is the all or nothing play.
It did feel like they weren't the strongest there.
It feels like it's already a nothing play, but they're gonna try.
I'll look for it. Smoke now around the man in front. They're about to get vision on Limp. Smoke breaks. They do see him, but at the same moment, they're also jumping in on a Yoda Sampan. Molasso comes out of the Handskin. The Shackle is there in Yoda Sampan. He starts to take the lion's share of this Wind Ranger damage, but thanks to it turns the fight, and they start getting cleaned up. NIP.
And that was such a quick
easily
reaction.
slaughtering Navi.
He reacted with the Lotus Orb on himself, so as the Shackle came out, then he got Shackle as well. That's why there was no damage during the Shackle time.
Even if I don't even know if he could have killed him anyway. So tanky.
He almost died though. He was down to half and he was without the focus fire. So probably would have been able to kill him.
Tough loss for Navi here in game 2. They go from the highest of highs as they crushed in game 1 to one of the lower lows as they get destroyed in game 2.
Do you know what defines a good team or a potential team? Or how far the team can go? It's when they are down and how they come back. What matters.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Mega kill.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The siege creep 6.85. Excalibur's gonna be kind of happy. He'll get it with a power shot. He's gonna do this. Oh no, Excalibur, Steve! He's gonna get himself out. He might just turn around for the kill here. No fair, trying to get himself back out for the jungle. He has got the cold embrace here. Excalibur's gonna be very careful. He's gonna be back to the by Spartan. He'll look for the jungle. Find him with a power shot. He opens a triple kill. It's gonna be an ultra kill. Oh, you can't find anything more. It's surely Excalibur.
No, he's got this, dude. He's definitely got this.
Dude,
he wants it.
Is he gonna go for it? Oh, the CP's coming in. Oh, so close. Magical burst. Silent comes in here. They do lose the wipe, and it wasn't a rampage for Excalibur, but an ultra kill nonetheless. Resolution straight into the static storm, trying to chase him down. He's got the snowball. This is going to be a massive snowball, but he's got a shackle that he can turn around. But Steve turns around, gets the shackle straight onto Tuscan. He's got the kill. It's Excalibur now with the 10th kill of the game. 12 minutes, and he's 10-1-1 on this man. And it's going to be an incredible timing on the Aghanims if he decides to go for that first. This is some next level stuff. He's got it.
He has it. He's 600 gold. Okay, big snipe, big snipe. This should be the worst.
Oh!
Got him.
Rest in peace, Spartan.
All right.
12-minute Ags on top of phase boost, Sandy. That's pretty good timing.
All analysis aside, this is maybe
level 11 as well. Level 11.
This has got to be one of the best Wind Ranger performances I've ever seen. Like, in terms of shackle consistency, hitting multiple hero power shots, being in the right place at the right time. This is actually ridiculous.
My goodness.
I don't know what else to say. Like, we can't analyze it any more than just saying Steve is playing out of his mind.
Well, I said earlier, I thought they'd take one game today, and I reckon it would be against Empire, but I didn't expect it to be in this kind of
I did not expect anything. Okay, if anything, I expected it to be the opposite of this.
Yeah.
Alright, that's a little bit of a step.
Okay.
The Reaper may be a little bit more of a bumble than
Pretend we didn't see that one.
Whatever, man, spells baited.
Yeah, they don't need those spells anyway, they've got Steve.
Yep, it's true.
He just kills people.
Radiant's middle.
So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself,
Milan might be dead. That's what.
Yeah, I mean, he is probably dead. Well, maybe not.
The back up, the ice pass coming in straight onto Guards with Spartan. They do lose the Disruptor. But see if Guards can find anything. It doesn't have the. Oh, Steve's there. They will lose Guards. Steve found the kill there onto the Tusk. They're going to go for anything more here. Now, looks like Empire going to be safe in the mid lane. Top lane's silent. 1400 towards his blink. Trying to move in. Pops the Amplify out. There's going to be the tether back from Spartan. Keeping it safe. Keeping it groovy. And I guess the question is, with this amount of farm, this early on a Wind Ranger, what do you get now after the Aghanims?
I think you just go blink, right? You just want to be able to set up team fights. Since you have relocate, if you land a shackle on a hero, it should be a kill pretty much every single time.
Tower is under attack.
And since no one is anywhere near BKB, right? Like, you're probably going to kill anyone with a relocate and a shackle.
Yes.
Unless Empire, for some reason, magically have a blink dagger on their cis.R and he can come in and save. Or there's like a Winter Wyvern nearby who can put you in cold embrace. Otherwise, it's been a phenomenal performance so far from pretty much the entirety of No Logic Gaming. I think, you know, Bane, Mitch, he's played awesome. Steve has played great. Everyone pretty much knows what they're supposed to be doing. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves right now.
No. There's still
Dota left to be played, and it is starting to swing a little bit back in their favor. So as well as they were playing individually, they're still not fully comfortable with the way the game's going.
Yeah. And this is something that we do sometimes see with kind of well, I don't want to say newer teams because obviously I've got very experienced players, but when you have a team that goes up against someone that's kind of been as stable as Empire's lineup, where the early game might be great, but the later it goes, you start to see them struggle with the scenarios that they find themselves in.
Yeah, we are going to see another relocate
They're
here.
not struggling here though. Silence been caught out beautifully. The Reapers is going to get him as well.
70 seconds.
Oh, just 15 minutes in. And they're going to find the top tower as well. Excalibur and Mitch with the push. And that's going to be your Blink Dagger money on Excalibur if that's what he ults for you.
I think he'll probably, yeah. He probably just goes Blink. It's such a nice thing to have when you have Wisp backup, especially. There we go.
Yeah.
Radiant structures are fortified.
For now, we are looking at Resolution going mech here. No Fear is probably making his way towards Glimmer. And I think Empire are just content to play an efficient farming game for now. They don't really feel like they need to pressure fights too much unless they can take them favorably, like they're outnumbering their opponent, which could be the case right here. Relocate is going to be up in about 40 seconds. Empire might just decide that they don't want to try to risk it. Because if you look at this, Aloha Dance has Midas, right? And then Resolution's going for mech. Yoku is probably going straight SNY so he can be a little bit more beefy. And given all these amazing shackles and kills that Steve and the rest of NLG have been able to help him get kills with, it's not insurmountable yet. So even though they got outplayed in fights so badly, it's like you were mentioning, the rest of the game, in terms of what Empire were doing in map efficiency and being able to keep up and maintain farm, is working wonders for them at this point. And they haven't even gotten a tower yet, okay? So like, their lead right now, 5k, 3,000 of that would be recovered by just killing the tier 1s. Whereas NLG have actually taken 3 tier 1s.
Okay. Doesn't get the shackle.
That was a close one, actually.
It's a good job for Silent that he didn't get the shackle, because could have been in trouble. Did have no fair hanging around, top lane. Here we go.
Alright, that's a
and this is what we're talking about, the Bane synergy with the Io. Sets it up beautifully. We'll take an ice blast to the face, but I don't think he cares too much at this point. Oh, we got Yoku. Oh, Steve.
Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Juggernaut.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
But yeah, TA going Ancients, they're gonna be happy.
Well, that doesn't look like a TA or an Ember.
Is this,
but it is
could it be the safe lane?
A strong laning hero. This could be, it could be your Ditya Razor.
Yeah, but I seen like sometimes Dandy, like it was the old Navi obviously, they do run Razor to actually win, because Dandy is more like, he wants to win his mid matchup, so Razor would allow him to actually do that. It's a very good 1v1 hero for Queen of Pain. It's Queen, you just really don't want to use Shadow Strike on the Razor, obviously.
Yeah, you get purged, your stab.
You might want to just consider skipping Shadow, I mean, maybe just get, at most you get 1 point, but I think that most, in most part of the laning phase, you're going to be just looking to use your Scream to get last hits and push out the wave and control runes because you have Blink. So theoretically, you should be able to get the runes better than the Razor.
And that negates a lot of the Queen of Pain's prowess, which is not just farming mid, but hopefully killing and dominating.
Yeah, but Queen can still help the other lanes. It's not like a Viper, you know, oh crap, you just lost your lane as a Viper. You're doomed.
Yeah, you do have a plan B.
So
ban number 5 from Navi.
They think the Razor is mid as well for NIP. They ban out the Gyrocopter, which is, again, I think NIP really value this. You see, whenever Navi has the Darkseer, they always ban the Gyro. They don't really want to give away the Darkseer Plus.
They have this big combo, Winter. Like, are they looking for a hero that can capitalize on that to round out the Navi draft?
Radiant team pick.
Vacuum Curse.
I actually like Silencer to counter that though. Like, but I'm not sure if they are going to run the Tusk as off lane. Because I know they do like to run Tusk support for NIP. Maybe they go for something else for...
Yona some fun heroes. Then would be
Phoenix.
Axe is available.
Phoenix, Axe. He plays Phoenix, he plays Axe. He doesn't play Broodmother. He always plays like tempo control, like Clockwork as well.
Clockwork he does play as well.
5
Do you like Clock this game? Clock Tusk, is that too awkward?
Not so much, I don't really like
that. Can make the Juggernaut very sad actually. So okay, this fits a bit better.
Off lane. Shaker off lane, you have the Fissure, and does he provide to the table more AoE control in team fights for Razor? Like, you have Fissure into Sonic Wave, so that is a plus, and you have more, you know, you have more early game presence with the Shaker. So Navi is going to go for minus armor. This is like, I think a lot of the Russian like CIS teams are going for TA Slada, SF Slada, Slada Wind Ranger. Like, you go dual physical damage with the Slada most of the time. It's not like it's a super strong carry like in the late game because you don't really farm very quick, but you make up for it by having an amplify damage. You don't need too many items to deal damage, and Slada is a very active carry to run around the map to
And
get kills.
Diyara is an active player.
Iron Shell on Slada is also scary.
True. Once he gets the blink, if he has to slither in against the Fissure, Omni slash Snowball, he's gonna have a tough time here.
Slither in.
He does. He kind of snakes around, you
10
know. But
seconds remaining.
draft is done. This is not what most teams would have done in this situation. But Navi have always done things a bit different.
NIP's lineup is, I think, more standard.
Yeah.
But yeah, Navi's draft is, even though it's standard for Russian teams, but there were so many options they could have gone for where the other teams would have
Prepare
gone for those.
battle.
So we'll see how
I
it
think
pans
if you
out.
replace the Razor with the TA, that's what a lot of teams would have done in that situation. But Navi,
Yep, I
they're
agree.
sticking to their guns here. They like their lane dominance. They like to get out to an early advantage. And they're going to try to start that off. With Seneko rotating bottom lane early, he's got the boots first. He'll be planting a ward. Seal Kid drop out, so we'll have a moment here. Internet issues now as NIP
Yep,
continue to struggle.
Razor is not so good versus Juggernaut in team fight unless you can drain him from the start. Because TA, you technically have a better chance of surviving the Omni Slash because you have Refraction plus Maelstrom. So, I agree with you. Most of the teams would have gone for the TA over the Razor in this situation.
Whoa! Look at that! That's scary, dude. We're there.
Man, you're not serious at all.
We're in the game now, Winter. You didn't see. Like, the mini-map's right there, you know?
I know, but it's paused, dude. I can do whatever I want if it's paused. My camera is not on stream. It's your camera.
What's the scariest hero in this game? Slardar? Oh, scarily ugly. Ugh.
He looks so macho.
Ugh. Macho?
Look at the muscles.
The muscle. The jaw muscles?
Look at him. Look at his 6-pack. Okay, 5-pack.
That's the scales, dude. There's no pack there.
Okay, go to Juggernaut. Juggernaut has muscles.
Juggernaut is dressed up like a samurai. He's got nothing. Look at this guy. No muscles. It's armor.
Okay, Earthshaker.
There's a man.
Bane.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. What is that? You call it like a dust mask? Golden Real Guardian helmet.
A gas mask.
There's no alchemist in this game. Not sure he needs it.
I don't think we have any arguments about the prettiest hero in this game. Limp.
I don't know. I think
Razor is the most.
Disruptor could give her a run for her money.
Razor is the most awkward
He's
one.
very regal.
The floating hero.
Razor's got that little pinhead going on.
Okay, guys. So
We're back to the game. Game 3.
The lanes should be standard lanes this time round. Touch should be roaming around. Dazzle should be supporting Juggernaut. Nothing too unusual. Queen mid, Shaker off lane.
30 seconds to
Navi is also standard. Didjara plus always 105 should be. Maybe the Disruptor. Because always 105 would be harassing mid, obviously. Mid are never 1v1 nowadays. Never, ever.
I kind of missed that, to be honest.
You miss those 1v1 days?
Yeah, you know, TI2 era, like 430 versus Dendi.
The true victors of the 1v1s.
It's something that's easy to hype up as well. Like, people get really excited to see 2 star players
Battle
clashing.
Let's see if Earthshaker freezes and wastes the Razor's time. Like sometimes players will actually just drop a freezer here so he goes back to the lane late. Maybe not. I think it's worth it though. In some games, you actually freezer and you slow.
Especially if the support doesn't block.
Yeah, if the support doesn't block, it actually affects the lane a lot.
But Seneko was there. Gives Dendi a little assist as the creeps converge. Limp. This block not quite
Yeah,
as
this
good.
is a good ward here because he knows that the Wyvern would be poking his head around mid a
By
lot.
the way, is this just my game? Limp has a Wraith Band.
Huh?
no gold for you.
Huh?
Huh? What?
It's just my game? No, you have. He doesn't
No,
have a Wraith Band.
no, he has mouths.
What? I'm looking at your screen and he has a Wraith Band. Winter, stop trolling me, you jerk! God. Such an asshole. That was a mistake, I guess. This is gonna hurt his CS in the lane quite a bit.
What was he playing the last game? Or he was playing Viper?
Did he have it on a quick buy maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's unfortunate.
To his defense,
He wants to Arena Vakila, says Rob.
to his defense, Wraith
It
Band
is a really value item.
is under no punishment.
Yeah. It is a understandable mistake, but could potentially be costly here as Dundee.
Maybe he even bought it and he didn't realize he didn't know he bought it.
He was not the one who disconnected though, it was Seal Kid, right? So.
Yep, so he's indeed not going for the poison build like we speculated against Razor. You just go for the Scream, even though he doesn't have a null, but it's fine. Still good stats for him, good armor against Razor.
Uh-oh, level 2 Tusk. This is where things get sad for Funny. No surge yet, only level 1. Trapped in the trees. Heal comes out, Seal Kid's gonna block the path of retreat. And they're still hanging onto the snowball. Now the Blade Fury, they roll in. That's the first blood. IP, get on the board nice and early.
And Shaker didn't even skill Fissure yet, so he didn't actually try to Fissure his way to get experience. Interesting. Well, Glimpse, Bounty Rune secured.
Easy. You know, some fun. Gives him an angry little love tap, but that's all it is. Fire Squad does have the Hill Ward, so Dundee knows this is coming.
Oh, this is looking like really worrisome for the Shaker though. He's not going to be like the Slider is going to get a very fast day.
At the same time, they've done a really good job at slowing down the Darkseer. Only now just gets level 2, and Shards will trap him. This may be a kill just by the supports. One more auto attack. No, not quite enough.
Dazzle is a fast hero.
Fogged? He's got the vision. The supports do it alone. NIP. This is, I mean, you mentioned Shaker having a tough time, but Darkseer also having a very difficult time here early on.
Both the offlaners having a tough time, but the difference maker is Shaker didn't die.
And he is let alone twice. That's costly. So, Funnick down into the jungle, it looks like.
Yep, and we're gonna see the Juggernaut looking to be active soon. He's gonna max his spin and get face jumps probably to try and help his team.
I really think this is the Jug build, not the,
I think
the
this
stats
is,
build.
This is the best, probably the best build right now for Juggernaut. You just treat it like Scorch Earth, you know, basically run around, get kills, whatnot. It's always much. I mean, you farm slower with without the stats and without the your usual farming build, but you contribute to the team more, which is I think the most important factor in winning your mid game and early game right now as a carry.
20 and 6 on the Slardar though, Winter. He's actually getting a lot of farm, and you know, I know it's something you and I discussed. We saw an offlane Slardar, he got shut down. He didn't offer all that much to the team later, but cis.R this game should have a very fast item, whatever it is.
I think Slardar,
usually the blink.
When you pick Slardar, you have to secure his farm early game. Like there's no way that the Slardar can play if you get sacked. You know, I think that safe lane is one of the best roles for him. Off lane, if you go off lane, you have to help him like with a lich or with another.
Dandy, you want a rune, eh? You want a rune, eh? Shark, he'll be fine, but always butterfly may not be. Arctic Bird up to the ground, actually hook it out too. And now they look to chase. Only a level 1, actually level 2 disruptor. You can still stop the Thunderstrike. He will do so. They get the limp kill. They can even glimpse back an additional hero potentially. Kinetic field is dropped, and they're going to pull back Hanskin into the waiting arms of the Razor. Great body block doesn't fight. Denied to the neutrals. It is going to happen.
They even have an Iron Shell on the Wyvern. Not something you see too often.
Not often Wyvern's running at people. Normally he's kiting, but it's one of those special moments.
It is indeed. So let's see. Juggernaut has 1 point in stats. Okay, so he's going for the max spin build. Going to be very useful for his team. Lim going down there is a pretty big deal. Gave away a lot of experience to.
And especially when you get a Wraith Band first, and you're already not getting the most efficient item, dying early, really gonna hurt. That said, he is still CSC well versus Dendy though.
Yep.
Winter.
It's even, you know. It's fine. Like against Razor, you're even. You're like okay. It's the same concept as when you're up against a lane dominator with like Viper. Going even is a victory. It's just more than enough for you. If you're not losing, you're fine.
A lot of this does come down to the Darkseer leaving. Like if he stays bottom, if he has a better start, those supports probably not able to go contest the runes, and then the Queen of Pain doesn't get any help. But
yeah, but to be fair, he's up against a very tough lane though. Like Juggernaut, Dazzle, and Tusk. It's a really tough lane. Like he was trying really hard to get his level 2 there when we saw where he died.
Yeah, it's very good at punishing the surge even if he has it.
Yeah, the shot is just amazing at blocking him off as well. So.
I mean, I guess it's Tusk. He's good at punishing everyone, but Darkseer also included on that list.
Surge is not, you know, your normal useful spell in the offlane against Tusk.
I think the thing that gives me a lot of confidence for Navi right now though is just again cis.R. He's very close to a blink. Free farm Slardar in the safe lane. This is a hero that can constantly take over
Yeah,
fights.
but the thing is like, because of how they set up their draft, wait a minute.
Stars are there. Queen of Pain on over the top. Good follow-up from Lim, trying to finish off Seneko. The snowball will do it. And then Zendi tries to walk in solo, but 3 heroes in position. Era also chasing, has the Omni Slash. And the Fissure comes in. 5-man mid from NIP. Slardar not ready to get involved just yet. A costly 3-hero
That was an
takedown.
important position, like to get in position there for Yunus. He ran all the way from top towards that fight. Like it shows that how much they value being at the fight, even though they are giving up 3 lanes for experience. But he knows he needs to be at the fight.
Just when you thought Navi were starting to pull ahead in the laning stage, NIP, the good old 5-man down mid.
Yeah, but
They will come right back.
Back to the point where I was mentioning before, I feel like Navi's game plan revolves around the blink on the Slardar, but at the same time that can be actually read by NIP, you know, so they need to make sure that the Dazzle and the Shaker, you need to anticipate.
Get your lane wards, have TPs,
Yeah, anticipate the
sit behind your
because
carry.
they are going to probably expect you having lane wards, they're going to try and smoke.
Yeah.
So the Shaker and Dazzle has to protect the lanes. So if they are able to do that, it will put the Slardar in a really bad position, because when you miss your first gank when you were rushing blink, it's going to be really bad for your team.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Assuming it
attack.
is the blink, he's got it right now. 2250 gold
he's
banked up.
definitely going for it. Unless he wants...
I saw Havost once go from Midas first
Dire's
Slardar,
bottom tower
and they
is
won,
under
but I
attack.
wouldn't say the Midas is what won them the game.
I think you go Midas after your blink.
Yeah.
I can actually see that happening.
I like Midas on Slardar because he farms terribly, but I don't think it's the first item usually.
I agree. I think it's
He's still saving.
it's the second item.
Just doesn't want to miss
he's
his
gonna,
CS.
yeah, he's gonna buy it when he needs it and for when he wants the TPs go as well. So
Picked up. NIP are 5-manning. Kinda scary to jump in here. You've got the Grave to save anyone who drops low, the Omni Slash to counterplay you. Ideally you'd like to sneak in with your team so in position to help you out. And they're gonna TP the Darks here bottom, Seneko moving down.
they need to iron shot the
And
Slardar.
Dayara has shown the blink in the lane, so now NIP know. Not a huge surprise.
Here he comes.
But he is
Glimpse.
TPing. Glimpse is available. Level 2. The snowball's there. Snowball into the snowball. To the Omni Slash from Era turns the fight. Excellent support cosplay again. Handskin showing why he's so good at this hero. Now always want to fly. In danger on the run. Now brought down to earth. Just trying to claw his way back. Get out of there, Surge. We'll do it. But the blink reveal. Big miss. Pop jumps forward. Unwinds the ult. Gets the actually 3rd kill of the fight. Quick double, taking down the Wyvern and the Darkseer.
Dire's
Credit
bottom
again to
tower
Handskin,
is under
who
attack.
2 games in a row has been a beast on the Tusk.
This defense was just too... I think they anticipated the defense too...
Radiant's middle
They were just so
tower
ready
is
for it.
under attack.
I felt like it was not a good move for them. Like, the Razor was not even at the fight. So if they wanted to take the fight, ideally you want to have the Razor there first. He's ready. He's gonna start spamming his Plasma Field, and then the Slardar comes in. I think they needed to do the fight that way, because right now, what is the biggest damage? If you crush, what is the follow-up? They need the Plasma Field. That is their biggest damage spell.
And I also think you want the Slardar to not even necessarily be the first man in. You'd like to like glimpse someone back, and then he follows that up.
This is really bad, because that was the first blink gank, and it failed. So.
He also showed it in the lane, which, yeah, you know, of
I mean-
course he's likely to have it, but NIP pinged that out right away, so they were super ready for it. Price for the jump. Not gonna happen.
It's not gonna kill him anyway. He has the Tranquil's armor. Gonna survive it. So, right now NIP is in a slight, okay, maybe more than slight here. They're in a good position from the early game. Like 2k goal is quite good, just for 10 minutes. Queen of Pain going for use as well. I think we saw this from a lot from S4 recently when he's playing Queen against Slardar. He always goes for the use.
No, Dendi deprived of yet another rune. Seneko, no detection, so no point. Tried for the glimpse there, but wouldn't have the follow-up needed. And you mentioned support levels. This is something the TA can give you, but with the Razor,
Yeah,
we talked a lot about it. They are looking rather under-leveled. Both
This Razor-
4 at 10 minutes.
this Razor is like so risky, because if you don't crush your lane hard enough, the pick doesn't justify itself. It's like it defeats the purpose of picking the hero. I mean, I kind of understand they wanted a really good matchup for the Queen, but Queen is not going to suffer too much as you see in the game. He got a little less last hits than the Razor. It doesn't matter, he makes up by having Sonic Wave and he helps the team. You are able to contribute more to your team compared to a Razor in the early fights.
I mean, you look at it now. Queen of Pain's ahead in terms of farm. 3, 1, and 2. Involved in 6 out of 8. And like you said, didn't even lose the lane that bad. He did the Ra, now caught out by the shards as well as the fissure. Horrible position, but with the tower denied in front of his face, he's helpless against his cold embrace. Won't save. And one last punch. Them down. Now Era hunting. He
went for
does
threats.
try to eat a tree, but doesn't have the move speed. No drums or phase boots.
He has Yash.
Still, they're gonna find Dandy down in the river. Surprise! We've got a present for you.
Era found the Wyvern, so Omnislash easy kill.
Jeez, Navi just hemorrhaging kills, getting nothing in return. Funny trying to split push.
It's just their momentum, you know. That's why I mentioned how important it is to get that first blink gank when you have the safe lane going for a blink rush. The whole balance of their game and momentum got broken by that move. So NIP just read that situation very well, and Navi took a fight that they couldn't actually handle.
They might be able to get a kill now, at least get on the board. Jonas Infano does have an Echo Slam. Snowball's coming in to try and turn this fight around. Echo doesn't have the mana, has the Soul Ring though. They glimpse back the tusk to safety. Jonas Infano walks away again and again. Handskin. This guy is a hero. Top lane, what are we seeing here? Era? Absolutely fine.
Yeah, so far everything is going wrong for Navi. Can't even get the kill on the Shaker there. They don't have deep wards in enemy jungle. Ideally you want to have that when you're trying to catch the enemy out with the Slarda. It seems like he's going back for a Midas as well. That's the Glove of Haste. Could be a threat. But I think Midas is important.
I actually think with the way the game's going there,
you have to
get
Midas. There's no chance.
I could potentially get them back in it. They're not that far behind. It just feels terrible right now.
It is terrible. With the way it's terrible because of their lineup though. You need to be doing at least like somewhat.
Yeah. If you replace the Razor with the TA, it's fine. This is a fine disadvantage, but
yeah,
when that's a Razor,
not so fine.
Not fine.
So the issue with their lineup right now is they are going to struggle to take a fight from this point out. It's going to be difficult, so they are going to be looking to get trades or get a Roshan sneak. It feels like the last game, you know. They need to sneak a Roshan or they need to get good trades in return. Bottom lane, maybe they can get the kill on this. Yeah, maybe they can get the kill. No.
Could have tried for it, but just respecting the TPs and I think Hanskin knows there's heroes. Eyeing him over and look jump. You know, the other thing, Winter, I think worth mentioning, however this game goes, is that Navi banned out Legion Commander first phase twice versus an IP. Now, if you want Bat Rider, I suppose that makes sense, just so he can't purge off the lasso. They didn't even go for Bat this game. And that is, I would not say it's Jonas Umfan's like go-to hero by any means. It's one of his heroes, and he's good at him.
It's like banning anti-mage versus monkey business.
Yeah, but I feel like it's even more of a niche hero. Like Miracle plays anti-mage a lot, or he was anyway. Jonas Umfan plays Legion some of the time.
I can understand why they ban it though. It's like when EG plays against a different team, they ban certain heroes as well. But I kind of see your point as well, because Legion doesn't seem like...
Because then it sets up for them to get like the Tusk Dazzle early, since these are not
here we go.
Navi one. Alright, here we go. Big smoke. Two teams jumping. Digger he initiates onto Hanskin, does find him, but the clock there with the 3-hero smackdown, almost killing the mid-silly. Jonas Umfan looking to limp forward. Hanskin gets up the up, survives through it all. Although Dandy steals damage, and Echo Slam will delete him from this fight. And now an Omni/Enzera. The crush comes through from Digger on the backside, but so far 3 for 1 and Limp. Looks for more Shadow Strike in 5 seconds. TP out Jonas Umfan. He found a 4th hero. The lone man to get out is going to be the Slardar. Jonas Umfan brought down the Wyvern.
No, it's a threat on the Slardar, so I think I think the game is almost. I mean, it's very early.
Very hard to come back.
This game is almost over for Navi because of the way the lineup works and the way they want to play the game.
They wanted to play this like just run at you and just face rush, but they can't. At this point, NIP's the team that face rushes, and they're also the team with the counterplays. They have the Snowball, the Fissure,
they read
the Grave.
They read the situation very well with the movements, because both of these teams are directly opposite of each other. NIP always has the defensive supports ready to actually help the cause, whereas Navi always wants to make the first move. So when the defensive team anticipates the move, they're always more or less going to secure saving the carry. So right now this is the last and remaining play that Navi has, going for the Roshan. If this doesn't work for them, I don't think they have anything else they can do in the game already. This has to work for them.
Navi are fighting for their Summit lives. They came to the Summit one. They had an okay showing there. They have not been back since.
Dire's middle tower is
Right
under
now,
attack.
desperately trying to force the Roach. Radiant squad
Fortified.
does see always want to fly flapping around the hill, but they haven't actually scouted the Roach yet. They're probably suspicious though. Roach drops low. It may get it in time. Creep's even scouting here. NIP.
NIP can win a fight against the Aegis easily.
Well, we saw that last time. That was a 5 or 4 for 1, I think. The Aegis.
They're not too worried about, like, it's not like a game-changing Aegis, you know, like NIP, like, okay, it's gonna happen. You have Starla, you're on Dire. It's going to happen at some point in the game. You have to.
And they still get a tier 1 mid out of it, so it's a pretty big objective anyway.
Yeah, it didn't even go down that
Dire's
quickly. They
top tower is
had
under
to
attack.
commit so much time because it's not a TA.
It's not a TA and it's only a level 1 amp.
Yeah, it's a Razor, so it's you. In some cases, you might say that this is actually a not very good trade-off of because of the time consumed to get the Roshan.
Meanwhile, NIP are farming era. Yasha up now. We'll see if he wants the Manta to remove that amp damage or if he goes with his
Radiant's bottom
signature
tower
S and Y.
is under attack.
Oh, Blink also completed very quick Blink on Jonas and Fon from the off lane. 3-0 and 6. Remember how the lane started, where he was denied a lot of experience, but he never died. He still hasn't to this point. He has proven his worth.
I think the main difference between a Darkseid without farm and an Earthshaker without farm is you just need to drop
Dire's
vision.
top tower is
Darkseid
under
you need farm
attack.
to be able to do your combo and your levels. You need more levels, so we are seeing the main difference here between the two
Radiant's middle
offlaners.
tower is
Looks like they did scout Jonas and Fon in the trees. Now Starter gonna tee in. Wyvern looking for the curse. He finds it onto the crush follow-up. This could be big. Static Storm deployed as well, but Jonas and Fon counter initiates. He echoes on this Kaneko. He gets the 3-hero backstep fissure, and then the Queen of Pain also comes over the top, trying to finish the job. Omni Flash on the Deadly. The snowball saves him to it all, but Tigera does clean up. Limp. Maybe able to finish off the lingering heroes. 3 down. It's gonna be 4 with the big old totem from Jonas and Fon.
Dire's top tower
The
is
Aegis
under
lives
attack.
and Ditya slithers away, but more or less the same fight we saw before.
At what cost?
Dire's top tower has
Jonas
fallen.
and Fon for me, as well as Hanskin for me, MVP there. He blinks back, echoes
Radiant's
1,
middle
fissures
tower is
3.
under attack.
Tusk Snowball saves the Juggernaut so he can get off an Omni Flash, which kills the Razor, and just wastes so much time
They
for
just
Navi.
bought enough time to allow everyone to drop their spells off. That is the key thing that actually won them the
And
fight.
Navi had a good initiation.
was
They
a-
had a 2-hero curse, Static Storm on both,
Crush on 2.
Rush on 2. It just didn't matter. NIP just
Well,
so many good counter
they are
plays.
just far behind. If the
Yeah.
game would be more even, that fight would have actually been like Navi would have done enough to win that fight if it's a more or less even game.
Perhaps too little too late now, as Jug does complete a Manta. Good way here to remove the amplified damage. Solid pickup for Jug as well. Going for the max crit, still only the 1 point in healing ward, so more of a...
No, he didn't max his spin. He left it at 3.
Huh.
Still good. Like it's still good having a lot of points in it. It does a lot of damage and cooldown reduction.
The
wanna
cooldown's still reasonable.
I think the
Both
cooldown is really nice against like this type of heroes. So when they are always chasing you, you have to spin the second spin to maybe defend yourself or get an extra kill. So I actually like, even though he didn't max it, but it's still a good thing that he had 3 points. You know, it's significant better than the level 1 still. A smoke movement again.
Radiant's
There we go.
middle tower
A little bit
has
too late
been
though to
destroyed.
get that tower mid, and Blink in from Ditya. He's gonna crush and find both. Jonas and Fon caught out. There's the Static from Winter's Curse combo. That's what Navi have been looking for. They back flip in the damage. This could be the turnaround fight they've needed. Slip able to retreat out. Ditya sticking up the ball from Hanskin comes through. They Billy clean him up too. It's 3 down.
That was all Digyara. That initiation into 2 and the glimpse as well from
He did not even have vision.
The
Winter.
glitch-
He just saw one and he just went for it. Then they backed
they
into
had
the Static
they
Storm.
had to make that play because they're so far behind, and that glimpse on the Queen secured them a huge kill.
That is a 4,300 gold swing just when you think Navi are just out of this game. They smoke again, they go for the somewhat desperation
That should
fight.
be their last smoke, I think. Yep, that is their last smoke for 8 minutes.
Imagine if that misses.
That misses, I think the game is over for
Because
them.
then you have nothing to do for 8 minutes but watch an IP farm. Most likely.
Yep.
Instead they'll get the
Radiant's
tower
middle
mid, they get
tower
raw.
has fallen.
This is like
2,000
you're
gold.
seeing light at the end of the tunnel for Navi. Finally you see light at the tunnel. There's chance. There's hope after that engagement. Sada has 2k gold after the armlet. maybe he wants to go for
Just AC at this point?
AC. Yeah, I'm thinking AC as well. BKB could be nice against Shaker, so and the snowball. He's getting like stun kited some of the fight, so BKB would allow him to actually solve that problem. It doesn't against the Omni Slash and the Sonic Wave.
And IP a little fed up with how that fight went. They're gonna smoke. Do have a lane ward here. Vision of Dendy, but he backs off. Oh, there's the Yules. They find him. Dendy in trouble now. The snowball comes through and tries to live, but can't quite survive. They didn't have Winter's Curse. TP forced out from the Wyvern, but not in time to make anything happen. So they get the Dendy kill. Did not spend his gold. I think had just enough for a Yasha there. By anything. Sure what he's going. Is this a Halberd game?
Halberd, I think you just need... Halberd could be nice against Juggernaut, but I think he needs that though. He needs to be tanky, more tanky. Maybe Aghanims would give him like the best stats to actually survive all the spells and the nukes. I'm not sure what's best for him here because there's no clear item that's good. Yeah.
Has fallen.
Well, they did get caught with their pants down
Maybe Manta
in the last fight.
Manta would help against the Omni Slash.
That's true. Then it's just a casual song.
Yeah, I guess so.
Could buy that Hawaiian split.
I mean, he could get FNY and split it later if he wants to.
Oh, the hero that actually has gold though, 3,000.
Radiant's top tower is
He
under
gets something
attack.
pretty big if he wants.
BKB is safe. If he wants to go for team item, it's AC.
Anything else really? I mean, he's already pretty good HP with the armlet.
Nah, I don't think there's anything else that's really striking my mind. I mean, Heart feels meh. Like
Both teams are prepping for some initiation here. Looks like they want to go on top. And at the same moment, bottom, Jonas Fon thinking about the jump with the Echo Slam. He's also jumping in. He gets off the Echo, tries to focus that Denny with the snowball, will get the kill. And now back to the top lane where Limpor also falls. So 2 traps sprung, 2 cores dead. But top lane is where the chase continues. There's the amp damage on the Steel Kid. And doesn't even get off the Gravel. Was on cooldown for 1 second. Hansky could get caught out here.
They can kill him.
They could maybe even fight this.
They can glimpse the Juggernaut.
No, Echo Slam, they're going to glimpse back the Earthshaker, but it's too late. Already gotten the kill, and on Omni barely finding poor Funnick. One last auto attack finishes him off. IP getting the 3 for 2 exchange, and then Jonas Fon's like, great, I could go get some additional kills. Vidger, surprise, I'm back. Did you miss me?
Dire's
No, I
bottom
didn't.
tower is under attack.
Running out. I only always want to fight, doesn't miss him.
You sounded so sad when you said that. 5-1 and 10 here on Jonas Fon. He has had a hell of a game in the offlane.
Oh, I think that exchange, it's still acceptable for Navi. 2 for 2, maybe 2 for 3. Did they lose 3? 1. Oh yeah, 3 because Dandy died as well.
Slardar did also buy before going down.
What
so
did he? Yeah, BKB.
BKB. So I don't think he lost any gold there, or very little.
It's a little short for BKB, but
He's basically got
yeah,
it.
he should be able to farm it in the next minute.
That's pretty big against NIP. They still have Omni Slash.
How big is that? Actually?
They still have Walrus
It's
Punch.
just gonna allow him to survive and not get stunned by Shaker and like the touch. But he's still gonna.
It allows him to just jump a support and bait out a bunch of spells.
Yeah,
I feel like
but
that's the big
he's
thing.
still gonna die if he gets caught like by Omni Slash and Sonic Wave. He's still gonna die like a Warrior's Punch.
Yeah, I think Dream Scenario you find the Shaker or maybe the Dazzle.
I think the BKB would, like you mentioned, allows him to actually go for the Shaker right away. If you basically play like Clock versus Shaker, you are just tunneling vision the Shaker. You're gonna get him with the BKB. You're gonna remove him from the team fight.
And even if you die, you've at least removed the Shaker and probably soaked up like a big spell like an Omni Slash.
Yep. And I think he has a really decent chance of surviving it with the armlet.
So Dendy does not go for any of the items we mentioned. He's going to grab an Ogre Club. Looks like he also wants a BKB.
Just wants to be able to...
Link Crush from the ERA. He's got eyes on arrow. He gets the bash back into the wall. Blade Fury to try and get out of here. He's got an Omni Slash now. Manta cooling down. Might be able to turn this. The team's coming. Snowball did not bring the jug though. It's only going to drag in for now the Tusk. Horse Punch on the ERA. He gets off the Sigil arrow in pursuit. Now he wants to Omni. Bit too late though.
Yeah, I should have brought him in, I think. I should have brought him in. Then he could have dropped his
I don't want to go. Static Storm, a little ambush from Sneeko. Clips his limp out of it over the Static Storm, unfortunately. Now Dinger out stuck in the trees. They found him, they isolated him. They're not going to get the Slardar follow for that curse. Navi try to play, but they're down to Slardar. Their big team fight hero and a specialist coming in. The Queen of Pain with a very nice ultimate. Dendi lashing down the tusk. It looks like Dendi may die here as well. Fissure finishes him off. Funnick on the retreat.
Oh dear.
Disruptor already made it out.
If they had the Slardar to crush there, to follow up, they would have instantly blew 2 heroes up.
We talked about the Slardar catching Yonasamfan,
But it was Yunus.
but it was Yonasamfan catching the
The
Slardar.
fish got caught by the cow there. That was sad.
He ripped him up. And I guess he didn't have the
It's just
BKB
the
for that, right?
presence of mind. He had the BKB.
Oh, he did.
He got caught.
Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just the presence of mind from both players. Like both teams, both the players know they are the important initiators. So if I take you out first, we win the fight. If you take out me first, I know you are gonna win the fight. So they are both eyeing each other. Mind games.
Every fight Queen of Pain has managed to find like a 3-4 hero ultimate.
Yeah. No thanks to the Shaker, the Tusk, they are just basically setting things, making things easy for Lim. He's just, putting up the last final touches on the cake, putting out the icing, but everyone else is doing the hard work for the Shaker and the Tusk. Making the cake, getting the getting the oven
Going shopping,
hot. Yeah, getting the oven hot and ready for the cake to go in. So
I think you're making some of our viewers hungry, buddy. Some of them are probably sitting there in college dorms around the globe with nothing but a little ramen. That cafeteria's closed. Parents are away at work, not there to cook them a meal winter, and you're talking about delicious baked cakes. Oh, humanity.
I didn't say the cakes would be delicious though. That's not
oh, you meant they'd be terrible, disgusting cakes, because that's what everyone thinks about when they hear the word cake. Didn't cake also mean bread? Or like one of the translations of it?
I didn't know biscuits mean hamburgers here.
Huh? They don't. Type of bread. Alright, forget about that. Roche fight is coming. Oh, free illusion. Unfortunately, it gets but now the jumping in. Jonas is probably dictated. The crossbow comes from behind Limp. Beautiful follow-up to that, and Denny will go down, and now the uppercut. No, he's going to fly 3 down. Likely to be more. They will curse and maybe get Sealkin, not even. Omni Slash just not even needed.
This is GG.
Hands onto it the whole time.
They didn't have someone standing.
4 down.
They didn't have someone standing outside to reveal the smoke. Someone had to sacrifice when your team is actually doing that. I think either maybe the Wyvern should be the guy because everyone else has to be hitting the Roche. Darkseer doesn't want to get caught because you need to do your combo with the Disruptor and the Slardar. I think Wyvern had to be the one standing outside there. Like, I think I mentioned this a lot when you're doing Roche in this sort of positions. A lot of
up on the cliff.
A lot of the are lost because no one is willing to take the bullet. Like, you have to assign someone outside. For the team, you finish the Roche, take the fight if you can, but if you can't take the fight, you lose one hero, you take the Roche and you
like if there's a clock, you try to block the hook shot with your body, put yourself in the line.
I mean, they don't have the ideal heroes to do that this game, but someone has to do that.
At least try, yeah. And Era now, secure the late game. He went back for a Battle Fury, we never really talked about it, but with this, he will get glimpse.
Manta
dodging it. Just very nice.
Era is really good at this. Like he did this with Chaos Knight.
Even if they pull him in, I think he probably still kills 1 or 2, but this is better. Now they can siege safely.
It's just, want to show off, I know I'm not dying, but I don't want to go there. Dodge it. No worries. You don't really want to put your team in that situation. Oh damn, my carry is stuck there, I need to go. Like everyone gets stressed out,
I think Navi are pretty stressed out now. Era jumps in again, Poppy the Manta nice and early. He'll start hacking away. Tier 3 gonna fall. Almost. Illusion gets the job done. Fissure comes through to cover the retreat, and they no expenses paid siege.
The expenses would be a cooldown on Weave, cooldown on Blade Fury, cooldown on Manta style. Negligible expenses. So BKB coming out from Limp now. The only control they have for him is the curse at this point.
Just examining how hungry chat was. Seems like you made them pretty hungry. An IP, perhaps the last few moments for Navi here in the Summit 4. Their new roster, it looked hot in Game 1. It's come up pretty cold to Games 2 and 3 thus far. Now they are on the verge of getting eliminated. Era Perhaps ready to jump up to the high ground again. Let's see, does he have the confidence to go in? Some fun there to bail him out. Era knows he's got backup. When they start on the range wreck, they focus him a bit. Fissure through onto 2. They retreat. Slow and steady. They can do this all day. So, they just will only have about 2 more minutes.
They're playing very safe, honestly. They're leaving no rooms for error for Navi to actually capitalize, because they are sending 1 hero up so they don't get caught by the Dark Spear combo with the Slada. That is like the best possible scenario for NIP to see. They don't even get the Queen up to try and hit the tower. Juggernaut is the only person hitting the tower. We've seen this happen a lot of times where teams are ahead, they go up, they get caught by 1 combo, and the whole game's clear. NIP is doing the right thing, sending only 1 hero, so it basically defeats the purpose of what Navi signed up here to do.
And you're going on a Juggernaut of all heroes. He's going to be graved. Even if you kill him, he's coming back with Omni Slash, and he's punishing you, so... Not a good hero to jump. The only one available. Azera will walk in again. Has ultimate deployed. His damage being stolen by Dendi.
Oh, they were
only
actually...
getting a couple of auto attacks up. There's the 2-hero Fissure. 4-step coming out, but the arrow will BKB. Oh, that's a long duration
Glimpse?
BKB.
He wants to try for a glimpse.
First BKB of the game, Winter. And now it's on cooldown for 70 seconds. This to me feels like the creep wave for an NIP commit. Now that the BKB's been forced down, they want to go in. Be the time, otherwise you'll lose your Aegis. Jump up again. Range rack. About to go down. Dendi's trying to discourage him with the static link, and comes back in now. Fissure committed. Still alive, Limp will poke it. Only a range racks though. Very slow siege from NIP. You get the glimpse back. Follow up though, as Arrow will start beating away at the creep wave, finishes that off. Moves in, Dazzle Weave, still keeping him healthy, up to 25 armor and counting. The Era still buys his time here. Manta gonna remove that Sparta ultimate, and now NIP have found their opening. They move in. The safest siege you'll ever witness. But they may lose 1 here. The Shaker trying to get the Yules off, and still in trouble. 4-step, that's a ready. He already hit it, or rather, get 1 there. Then the turn on the 3. Static Storm to follow this up. The 12-volt to counterplay it as Liz rushes forward. Goes to work. Era had the Aegis though. He's coming back for a second life. They've lost their 2 big initiators on as the Earthshaker fell to the combo. But Era hangs on. Queen of Pain still gets the Wyvern. Excellent hold by Navi, but they still lose later Braxton. Oh, Dendi, meanwhile, that was chases Liv back to the fountain practically.
Oh, they need to get the glimpse, maybe. Vision? Slada?
Team for Era. Damage is there. Has an Omni. Manta first. Blade Fury to dodge, and that might end the chase. No, they want him. They want him. He blinks out.
Oh, he blinks out. Fine now. That was why you call them safe. Look at what happened when they actually grouped up. That was the moment where they actually got their combination on 3 heroes. That is why NIP was so scared when they were pushing the high ground. They did everything so safe and conservative. That was why they were worried about that happening. You can be 10k ahead, you get caught by that, you lose the fight.
Felt like they stuck around a little bit after getting
they were running away because Lim blinked in, he finished the racks, and they finished the melee, and they were all trying to run away, but they got caught. But at least they got the racks.
I think it still works out fine for NIP though. They get the racks, they don't lose the jug. He's not gonna BKB. Yeah, Navi win a fight, but you look at their gold deficit. These guys are just so incredibly poor.
Still a good.
It is a good fight. It's a good fight. Not saying it's not a good fight, but they have a lot. They need like 2 more of those probably to come back.
The road to recovery. This is like first step for them, man. NIP gets the gem to secure because they are all over the place right now. You want a gem to remove the vision. So NIP are doing all the small steps, right? Securing the map vision, pushing before they go push again. You secure vision, you get the next road, you push. You don't rush it at this point.
Arts will come out. Always want to fly. It's gonna flap away using the arc burn. He'll TP out.
He's indeed flying now. The dream. So you want to get a dagger, I assume, on the Wyvern for the combo. Darkseer.
Does seem that way. That's how they're winning a fight.
Yeah, I could see that happening for him. They don't really need Glimmer Capes that much this game. So the next item, like, it's either you get a blink or you try to save for refresher. Refresher is just like a long shot away.
The game might end before he even gets one.
But blink is something that he can afford now.
I think most players would get blink here.
Yep, I agree.
Especially with the Dark Seer.
Maybe if you are in a much better position, you can actually afford to go refresher, but not this game.
We're actually gonna see so Shaker Ags Winter?
Serious? No,
Vipers.
Octarine Core.
Octarine?
I think Octarine Core is better.
Yeah, your Fissure cooldown goes down by quite a bit.
I think it's just really good on heroes that has so many spells though. The Agonimist is like a good damage upgrade, but you might actually be able to do more if you cast your spells
And it
more.
looks like it is going to be Octarine now as he completes the Soul Booster. I don't think I've seen a Shaker get an Octarine in a long time.
You've seen it a few times. It's... I mean, your Enchant Totem is a lot of damage. You can actually cast it a lot. So why not?
Mira will be pushing out the bottom lane. Hanskin looks to jump him. Sigil's hunting him, slowing him down a little bit. He's got the vision. He's gonna force out the BKB. The shards.
Oh my god!
Beautiful trap. Though did not take any damage from that.
What was that?
He was actually unable to move. It looked like. I don't even know if he could have backed out.
That was
Seemed like the trees kind of.
that was
trapped
some
him in.
next level shots there. I think he probably didn't intend to do that, but it just worked out for him. So Roshan is next on the menu for them. They remove all the vision from Navi and they go for Rosh. So it's very... they're just doing everything one step at a time. I mean, taking every small bit of detail into consideration.
And it feels like you could really see the discipline and teamwork of having the same 5-man roster for what, like a year and a half, 2 years now, Frenzy? It's been a while. Maybe not a year and a half, like over a year or close to it.
Since last year, I think almost a year.
Yeah, and they haven't changed anyone. There was like kind of a joking tweet from Jonas Simfan that he was leaving the team, I think, for TI5, but that was not actually the case. It's one voice in the room. They go from objective to objective. They lose, but it's not because the team has multiple ideas about how to fight.
They lose because they got outplayed, not because of internal issues.
Exactly. Jug's gonna go for an AC now.
We win as a team, we lose as a team. That's the spirit.
Radiant's top tower
Unity.
is under
What's the
attack.
story of TI5? Perhaps it'll be the story of the sweet post TI5 era as well. These Swedes are...
It's not the story for Meepo. Divided we stand.
It's a little bit of a twist on the normal expression. It's Juggle Blinken, bottom lane. Gets his Blade Fury's way out of here whenever he feels a little nervous. Keeps on auto-tagging through the Blade Fury. Can do this to things that are not affected by it.
Okay, Glimmer Cape to make sure he doesn't get glimpsed as well. They got everything
They've
right.
almost got the AC too. Gets this tower, you can back off, probably grab it. Illusions will march in, try to finish
He
it.
doesn't have space for AC though, unless he drops the AS.
He needs to send out the components. Yeah, I guess he has to drop that or the treads even. Kinda want your move speed here.
Who has buyback? Razor has no buy. Okay, he probably has it. He just needs 75 gold. Wyvern doesn't have buyback. Lada has buyback. So 2 heroes with buyback. Disruptor no buyback. Darkseer no buyback. Only 2 heroes.
Era blinks in again. Continues the siege. One-man wrecking crew here. Sonic tries to kind of miss it. He blinks it back to the walls, but it's only on Era. Oh god, this siege just got very difficult for Navi. They may wait out the wall. Little red X's flying around everywhere.
I wouldn't be surprised if they made out the wall, judging by how they've played the whole fight.
Alright, he's got the AC now. Let's see, what does he want to drop? Does he want to drop him? Screw it, man. I'll get it later. So Era will get focused here a little bit by the Slardar. Doesn't really seem to affect him at all. Zombie flashes a cold embrace target though. That kind of hurts. Now Blade Furies as they try for the vacuum pulse the Fissure. Now expiring. Limb going with the Creed of Pain. Turns around and hits 4 heroes with it. Doesn't really have a whole lot of follow-up. Jonas and Punk's waiting. Watch out for the Echo. Watch out for the big old angry totem to come through. First it's the touch. Rolling in deeper. Hanskin committing. Still hanging on. Jonas and Punk just watching while his team kills off a few or trying, and then he jumps. He pounces. Slugs down another. They forced out the buyback on the Slardar, who has no BKB, who has no help really at all. It's just a lonely Razor. His own BKB also expended. The wall being wasted there. They never even got off the curse. This will be a second lane of Rax. With that, quite possibly, the death of Navi in the Summit Tour.
Do show potential though, so we'll see if they can actually work things out and actually get, you know, get the team more organized.
Now you've got the 11.25 second Fissure and the 82.5 second Echo.
And you have the 15-second 4-star, the 17.25 seconds use
The
after,
9-second Blink. Oh,
and the
yeah.
52.5 seconds cooldown on teleport scroll.
Oh yeah, that's why you get the Octarine.
And you have 9.75 cooldown on the Crankle boots.
Are you done yet?
When you started it.
With useful information. Unlike you.
Oh yeah, 11 seconds cooldown on the Shaker feature is so useful.
Oh, you, what? That's not useful? Are you serious?
Invisibility.
Rob, I would like to request a mute on Winter for the remainder of the broadcast. Smoke from Navi. Desperation in the lands. They're gonna snake around. Funnick will lead the way. He does have a BKB available. Static Storm online, but look who's in position. Jonas Fun is up on the cliff. He's gonna reveal. He actually jumped forward though, so he's in an awkward position. Gets off the Yules at the very least, and now Limp trying to save his buddy, the Wyvern. Caught by Queen of Pain. Ultimate Glimmer Capes there. JR engaging. Jonas Fun Echo cooling down. Snowball save again. Hansky making the place to fail out. Doesn't get off the Echo. 1 second is counting. He's done. He's cut. Will he get it off? No, can't quite. Don't even know if they need it though. This is with the death of him. Still Arrow runs in. Hacks away. Omni Slash already committed and now hunting for more. Blinks onto Funnick. Someone almost finishes the job. Runs through the wall. Keeps on chasing. And on the other side of the engagement, Arrow will fall to the wrath of Limp. Navi. Ivac already used previously on the /R. He's dead for 85. Grave danger. Losing this Rax. Decent hold again, but was with the Razor buyback as well.
Yeah, it was still a loss for them. They are forced to just use so much of their buybacks
and they're so reliant on the combo. And as soon as it's on cooldown and NIP, there's just very little fear here. They're trying to get away from that pesky race with this static terrain, but he's not able to. The Queen of Pain though doesn't get affected and goes in with an ult, brings Funnick low. They may scatter in the end. NIP almost got that next big item. Arrow up to 4.3k gold. Seal Kid,
you might be able to get the glimpse.
The lone casualty. They have detection.
But they're gonna find him though.
Oop. Where you going, Seal Kid?
Nowhere.
But that's okay. Arrow's ratting. Forget about the dazzle. Who even cares? He got off the grave. Could have tried to hang on for a little bit longer, but more importantly, it's Megas. Arrow has done it. Tier 4's fall. Navi may as well just call it now. Limp even gonna slow them down, try to stall. They won't even bother. They'll just go for kills. They know the end is here. Jonas and Fawn engage as well. Echo Slam already commit. Tanky a few nukes and bam! Thrown down. NIP take it 2-1.